Hello YouTube. This is episode 1.5. We're just gonna be talking normally, like you guys aren't even here, and pretty much just training Pokemon in between levels, stuff like that, in between episodes, whatever we usually do.
Yeah, what up to YouTube,
Yeah.
Travis?
So this is like an optional episode if you want, just to see what we usually do on our free time. I might go play a couple different games just to show you what I usually do when I'm not on YouTube doing stuff. We were talking about CPR testing and how it's really dumb and it shouldn't be a requirement to pass high school.
Not really, we just talked about it.
Yeah. But honestly, it shouldn't be a requirement to pass high school because not every
I don't
single...
think anybody cares.
I care.
I think you're the only one who cares.
Travis, tell a life story to our viewers.
Well, I can't tell a life story if they don't have a life.
Tell something that you have talk about something you experienced in your life.
Well, there's, one time where I got beat up and called a loser. That's like every day.
Okay. Well, that doesn't usually happen to me. I don't usually get beat up for no reason. Okay. Yeah. I am watching TV.
Yeah, too loud.
You're too loud.
Don't be rude.
This is Gravity Falls, by the way. The best show ever.
Fanboy.
Shut up.
Cringy fanboy.
Okay, yeah. That was enough of
My
that.
dog.
Can you still hear it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna, for this video, I'm probably gonna train Tyrogue and Larvitar up to level 10. Neither will evolve. I'll probably save that for like a main episode. Um, the next episode we'll probably be doing like a couple trainer battles. We'll have to go through the forest, and then we'll end up at the first gym. And we have a lot of stuff to do with the bad guys or whatever. I forgot who it is in this game. If there even is anyone in this game. I haven't played Original Emerald in a while.
I think Emerald had been like the first Pokemon game I played.
I think the first one I played was the original Silver game. And it was on some old website with a bunch of like old arcade games, and
Oh, I remember that.
yeah, oh my gosh. It had like a bunch of old Game Boy games and stuff on it. It was
It's
pretty much just
only
like,
the Game Boy Color.
yeah, it was like a bunch of Game Boy Color games. And it was pretty much just like this huge online emulator. Had like Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, stuff like that on it. Mortal Kombat. Just like really old 1990s games.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was probably the longest phase I went through. I started playing on that website just like a bunch of Game Boy Color games.
The only game I really played on there was Pokemon Yellow.
I pretty much played every single game, and if I didn't beat it, I got really close.
I haven't beaten Yellow yet. I think I'm like halfway there.
Honestly, with Yellow, I cheated, and I found somebody else's download somebody else's, like, where they saved it online, and they had, like, a level 5 Mew and stuff. They were still at the beginning of the game, but they had, like, all the event Pokemon on it, so I was like, I might as well just get on this.
Cheater.
It was pretty much, all he had was Pikachu, Mew, and Zubat, so it's not really cheating. And they were all, like, level 5 to 10. Because I was too lazy to find Mew for myself. So yeah, that's just me.
I don't think you can catch Mew in the game. Unless it was like an event, maybe.
Well, yeah, it was an emulator, so you couldn't get Mew unless you, like, had a hack on it or something.
Yeah.
So I still haven't figured out how we got Mew. Unless the Mew under the truck theory was true.
It wasn't true.
I know.
I heard it was fake.
I wish it was true. That would have been awesome. Even if it wasn't true, they could have, like, added it in.
You can play it for free.
Yeah, you can also just play it for free online. It's pretty much everywhere. But once you get to, like, Gen 4, it's really hard to find a good download or online game. Because that's when a bunch of copyright stuff started kicking in.
Yeah, it's so hard to get Gen 4 and above.
Yeah. Like, Gen 4,
The
5...
Nintendo DS games.
Yeah, like, once they came out with, like, the Nintendo DS, a bunch of copyright stuff started being enforced more. So it's just, like, impossible to get Nintendo DS games. But some...
You can get them, but it's just really glitchy and bad.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't work past, like, the 3rd gen.
I mean, a lot of people have, like, remade them, but for, like, Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance emulators.
You can...
But it always turns out, like, really bad and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that Pokemon XY remake for GBA. That was horrible. Like,
Yeah.
the grammar was really bad and it was so glitchy.
Wait, what was it called?
Like, Pokemon XY Naturalia or something.
Yeah, I think I got that. It was bad.
It was really bad. My gosh, I just noticed I, like, stopped talking and was not pressing anything.
Yeah, I think Gen 3, it was, like, my favorite. It's just, like, they had pretty good Pokemon, I think.
Yeah.
The games were fun.
My favorite was probably... I'll be right back. Travis, entertain them. Travis.
Hell, I'm too boring.
Just talk.
Yo, what up, dude? So yeah, like put in the comments what's your favorite Pokemon game. I think mine has to be Emerald because it was actually a really fun game. It had like a lot of dragon types in it, and my favorite type was dragon type. I was so happy when they made a remake. Like, yeah, get to experience it in 3D. I kind of didn't really like the original Silver and Gold, but I liked the remake. I thought the remake was really good. And Black and White wasn't that bad. It was, just wasn't that good either.
I'm
I
back.
liked it though.
So what I miss?
I was just explaining what was like my favorite Pokemon game, my least favorite.
My favorite was probably Gen 2, except for freaking the third gym with Miltank.
Yeah, Miltank sucked.
I mean, the introduction of daycare was probably the best part of it, especially the fact that you could find Ditto like right outside the daycare.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to catch, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to find, but once you found it, it was pretty easy to catch.
Yeah.
Unless you killed it, because it was really underleveled for that area.
Mm.
My least
Yeah, me
favorite,
too. What's your least favorite?
if anybody watches this, they're probably going to hate me for saying this, but Gen 6.
Mm.
I
I
like
actually
the,
like the game.
I like the
The
Megas.
Pokemon, yeah, just the Pokemons were pretty bad, but the game was pretty fun, I thought. I like how they had like new stuff, a lot of new stuff,
Yeah,
and
but the,
very good features. Just the Pokemon were bad.
yeah. And the storyline could have been a little longer. Like,
Yeah, it was pretty short. I beat that game in like a day.
yeah. Like, just Gen 6 in general with Alpha Sapphire and X and Y. Like, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and X and Y. Both games were just too short.
Yeah, they were very short.
Like,
I think it was easy because of Spirit Share.
yeah. Although, when I did Nuzlocke, it was pretty hard. I lost a lot of Pokemon, but
Mm.
most of Pokemon I lost were at the beginning of the game, because once you got past, like, the third gym, you could pretty much just overlevel all your Pokemon and fly right through the gyms.
Yeah.
Because, like, even the Elite Four didn't really have a full team, which was pretty bad because it made it too easy to beat.
But didn't Elite Four only have 4 Pokemon on it?
Yeah, some trainers only had like 4, and the rest had like 5. The only
Yeah.
person that had 6 was the champion, and even then, it's only Mega was like Mega Gardevoir. So all you needed was like, even Xerneas probably swept half of its team.
Xerneas, I thought he was a terrible legendary.
I mean,
I didn't mind
all you had to do was spam Mega
Yvelta. I
Horn.
didn't mind. I actually like Yvelta.
If you had a Steel type, you wrecked the champion.
Yeah.
I only bought X because Xerneas has a type advantage over Yveltal.
Yeah, that's true. But you didn't really battle them, did you?
Yeah, I did some competitive battling, but not a lot. Cause I got
Oh yeah. I actually have both
I didn't really
on my
get
game.
I didn't really get into the game until the last week of the Arceus event, and by that time, like all the nearby GameStops were out of codes, so I didn't get an Arceus. So pretty much whenever you tried to do competitive battling, you were always up against Arceus, like an Arceus team. So all they had to do is get like a good typed Arceus and spam Judgment, and it pretty much just demolished your entire team. So I kind of just gave up on competitive battling. That and I was
You
doing,
had both Eternia and Uvelta.
yeah.
I got a Uvelta from what was it called? Where you put a Pokemon up and someone would trade with it?
Wonder Trade?
No. Global thing? I think
Oh
it was
yeah,
global.
GTS.
Yeah. Global transfer system, was it called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Global trading system.
Yeah. And I got a Uvelta for like what? I think a Charmander.
I only
So
use
since I had like two Uveltas, I traded someone and got an Eternia for my Uvelta.
yeah. I only use GTS to evolve Carablast and Shelmet.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just like traded one to my Alpha Sapphire and then traded the two, so they both evolved and traded it back to X. They're both really easy to get.
Yeah. I think I got Uvelta without hitting him.
Hmm.
I just used a lot of quick balls. I don't think it was a lot. I think it was like 3. Yeah, I think it was 3.
For Xerneas, I just stalled for a really long time and then started using timer balls.
Hmm.
Cause like the more turns into the battle you are, the more effective they are.
Yeah.
But I think there's like a limit. So I stalled for like 30 turns and then paralyzed them and started using timer balls.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy to catch.
When do you think they'll come out with the Gen 5 remake? Or Gen 4?
A lot of people are saying that that after they release Sun and Moon, they'll start advertising Gen 4 remakes.
No, I think it might be Sun and Moon. And after, next gen after Sun and Moon. And then after that, they're
Yeah,
going
Gen
to
8.
make a remake.
I feel like I agree with that, kinda, because I feel like with Gen 7, they're gonna add a lot of new
Because,
megas along with the Alolan forms, like starter megas, because Gen 1 already got megas, and I feel like a lot of Pokemon that are getting Alolan forms probably won't get megas for a while
yeah,
because they're getting Alolan forms. So I feel like Gen 2 starters are gonna get megas in Gen 7, and then maybe in Gen 8 they'll do the Gen 4 remakes.
Mm-hmm.
My God. How long has this
What?
video been? 18 minutes of just us talking.
Yeah. But like after leaf green, it was emerald, and no. After leaf green and fire red, it was emerald, and then no, ruby and sapphire and emerald, and then it was um platinum and diamond and pearl, and then they did the remake of silver and gold, and then they did Gen 5, and then Gen 6, and then they did the remake.
Of Gen 3.
Yeah.
Who knows
So
if
you
they...
think it'll be after 2 more generations they're going to do a remake?
Who even knows if they're gonna do a Gen 8? I mean, they're running out of ideas.
They probably will. They probably will, because it's got more popular after Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but they actually made a Pokemon based on a sandcastle.
Yeah, that's true. They're running out of ideas. Out of ideas. Let's just make Pokemon Go.
I feel
I
like...
mean, the sandcastle, really? Like,
Yeah, it's like a ghost and ground type.
you want to catch that. Who wants to catch that kind of Pokemon?
Like, all the hype of Gen 7 is just Alolan forms and some hopeful new megas. That's about it.
Have they even announced a new Mega?
No, just Alolan
Yeah.
forms and new Pokemon. And most of the new Pokemons are really dumb. Like, stuffed animal Pokemon.
Yeah, the one that looks like a Pikachu and a ghost type. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. They are running out of ideas. And having a Executor's long neck. Jeez, and he's becoming a dragon type too.
How is he a
I don't know why. It's just a tree, a pineapple.
I mean, I had a problem with the grass typing
Or
of,
X, whatever it is.
like, of Execute. I had a problem with this grass typing. I'm like, it's eggs, not seeds. And then it evolves into a palm tree.
Right? What is it, coconuts or something?
Eggs evolve into a palm tree? What?
I wonder what they are, eggs. Like the palm tree version. Is it like watermelon? Not watermelon. It would be green if it was watermelon.
Yeah, it's coconut.
Cantaloupe. It's coconut.
Yeah. And they gave him a
It's so
tail.
sad. I bet you I can make better Pokemon than them. But if I made like new Pokemon, most of them will be like Dragon type. I'm a huge Dragon type fan.
Well, I think I'm about to end this video.
Alright, bye YouTube.
Bye.
Remember to leave a like and a comment.
Yeah. And subscribe.